And we're going to close the show now with, as I told you earlier, the Telescopes. They've recently signed to Creation Records. They had a new EP out, which has perhaps received their best press to date. They're feeling pretty confident and things look good for the future.
We're just friends, real sort of friends. We're like mutual friends and things like that.
Yeah, it wasn't like a sort of college, you're at college together or...
No.
And you still live in Burton-on-Trent. Why is the reason for that? You don't feel tempted to hit the big smoke or anywhere else?
We spend a lot of time in London as it is, you know, and I guess I find it tiring after a while. It's good to have somewhere to relax to.
And also it keeps you with a sense of independence, I'd have thought, away from being sort of tied into...
Yeah, to a certain degree, yeah.
When you're writing, I mean, are you writing from personal experiences?
Not necessarily my experiences, more other people's as well, you know. Not just things that happen to me, but some of them, yeah, sometimes. They're the easiest to write.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I was reading that you're not into, how you describe as being like made-up songs. Songs that are sort of don't have a sense of reality about them, some truth in it.
It's not that I'm not into them, it's just I can't identify with them, really. There's nothing wrong with them, as long as the melody's good.
As a creative process, how do you go about that as a band? How do you work together?
It's pretty spontaneous, really. Just throwing a song into the room and just rip it apart together. It's like a bunch of lines in a cage and someone throws a bit of raw meat in.
The first album was just like, we had to do it in 3 weeks. And we had a small budget to record it on. And it's still brilliant and all that, but this, you know, the second album, we've got a lot more time to experiment, so I think there's going to be a lot more of us on it.
The first album as well, because we weren't getting on with the record company, I think the lyrics and everything reflect how we felt at the time. We didn't feel like recording, we didn't feel like being on a record label, we didn't feel like being in a band anymore, just because they were taking this lapsadaisical attitude to what we were doing. They just basically weren't interested at all. As long as we made the record and they could sell it at the end of the day, they couldn't give a toss what was on it.
Do you think maybe that could have been a positive thing? You talk about the way it actually, the motivation of what you were doing lyrically and also perhaps the sound of the band was out of that frustration. And obviously people did like that. Do you think that could have been a positive thing for you in a way?
Yeah, but it wasn't really what we wanted to do, I suppose. It's still a good album. I mean, we're happy with it. But, I mean, when you're actually involved in it, you always tend to think it could have been just that bit better. But that's what you strive for all the time. You strive for perfection all the time. That's what keeps us going.
Killer Slow Go Walking, which is made a video for. What is the song dealing with?
The song's dealing with religion, really. It's just it's a Mickey take, really, of people who just follow shepherds and things for the sake of it, you know, like what's that big American religious guy called?
The Evangelist.
Billy Graham, yeah. I mean, people who follow him just because he's Billy Graham, you know, and I suppose there's some sort of trend for following that.
Yeah.
Some sort of scene for that. I suppose people have to be involved in things like that. It's just blind following, really.
And Precious Little. What are we dealing with on Precious Little, the particular track?
It's just, it's dealing with everything that you hold precious to you, everything that you consider to be beautiful, not just me, everybody. That's why there's no definitions on it, like a girl or a boy or a toy or a plane or whatever. It's just left open so people can decide what's precious to them, you know. Could be anything.
What are your hopes, then, would you say, for the group?
To succeed in what we want to achieve.
Which is, do you know?
It's to be absolutely amazing, incredible.